Wuthering Heights is a novel written by Emily Brontë and published in 1847. It is a complex and dark tale set in the wild and remote moorlands of Yorkshire, England. The story is known for its intense and passionate characters, as well as its gothic and atmospheric setting. Here's a brief description and analysis of the book. Description: Wuthering Heights is a story narrated primarily by a housekeeper named Ellen Dean, who recalls the events surrounding the enigmatic and destructive love between Catherine Earnshaw and Heathcliff. Catherine, the daughter of the Earnshaw family, falls in love with Heathcliff, an orphan adopted by the family. Their love is intense but ultimately tormented. Catherine's decision to marry another man, Edgar Linton, sets in motion a series of tragic events that span generations and involve revenge, cruelty, and dark obsessions. The novel also explores the contrasting worlds of Wuthering Heights, a gloomy and decaying estate, and Thrushcross Grange, a more refined and genteel property. It delves into the generational conflicts and the consequences of unfulfilled love, revenge, and social class divisions. Analysis: 1. Complex characters. Wuthering Heights is known for its complex and morally ambiguous characters. Heathcliff, in particular, is often seen as one of the most enigmatic and haunting figures in literature. His destructive love for Catherine and his thirst for revenge drive much of the plot. 2. Gothic elements. The novel is steeped in Gothic elements, with its desolate moorland setting, haunted houses, and themes of death, the supernatural, and the uncanny. It creates a dark and eerie atmosphere that adds to the story's intensity. 3. Narrative structure. The novel employs a multi-layered narrative structure, with multiple narrators recounting events from their perspectives. This approach allows for a nuanced exploration of the characters' motivations and emotions. 4. Themes. Wuthering Heights delves into themes such as love, revenge, social class, and the destructive power of unchecked passions. It challenges traditional Victorian ideals of romantic love and societal norms. 5. Critique of society. The novel can also be seen as a critique of the oppressive social norms of the time, where love and choices were often dictated by social class and economic considerations. The characters' struggles reflect the limitations and consequences of such societal constraints. 6. Enduring legacy. Despite initial mixed critical reception, Wuthering Heights has become a classic of English literature and continues to captivate readers with its emotional intensity, memorable characters, and exploration of the darker aspects of human nature. Wuthering Heights is a powerful and enduring work of literature that explores the depths of human emotions and the consequences of societal constraints. Its Gothic atmosphere, complex characters, and thematic richness have contributed to its status as a timeless and thought-provoking novel. Here are some more aspects to consider when analyzing Wuthering Heights by Emily Brontë. Conflict and tragedy. The novel is rife with conflict and tragedy. The central conflict between Heathcliff and the other characters, particularly the Lintons, drives the narrative. The tragic elements in the story, including deaths, broken relationships, and unfulfilled love, contribute to the overall sense of doom and gloom. Nature and the environment. The moorlands and the harsh natural environment play a significant role in the novel. The setting is almost a character itself, reflecting the wild, untamed passions of the characters. It also serves as a metaphor for the uncontrollable forces at play in the story. Narrative unreliability. The narrators in the novel have their own biases and limited perspectives, which contribute to the ambiguity and complexity of the characters and events. Readers must piece together the truth from multiple viewpoints, adding to the narrative's richness. Psychological depth. Wuthering Heights delves into the psychological complexities of its characters. Heathcliff's obsession with Catherine, Catherine's inner conflict, and the generational impact of their choices are all explored with psychological depth. Influence on literature. Emily Bronte's novel has had a significant influence on literature and has inspired countless adaptations and reinterpretations. It has also been a source of inspiration for other authors exploring themes of passionate and destructive love. Social commentary. While the novel primarily focuses on its characters and their intense relationships, it also offers a subtle critique of the social and economic disparities of the time. The Earnshaws and the Lintons represent different aspects of the social hierarchy, and their interactions reveal the harsh consequences of rigid class distinctions. Duality and doubling. The novel features many instances of duality and doubling, including the two houses, Wuthering Heights and Thrushcross Grange, the two generations of characters, and the dual nature of characters like Catherine and Heathcliff. These elements add depth and complexity to the story. Narrative tradition. Wuthering Heights is considered a part of the Gothic and Romantic literary traditions, and it shares thematic similarities with works like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It is an example of how literature of the time explored the darker and more passionate aspects of human experience. Wuthering Heights is a novel rich in complexity, symbolism, and psychological depth. Its enduring popularity can be attributed to its exploration of profound human emotions, its Gothic atmosphere, and its challenge to societal norms, making it a classic work of literature that continues to captivate readers and scholars alike. In conclusion, Wuthering Heights is a novel rich in complexity, symbolism, and psychological depth. Its enduring popularity can be attributed to its exploration of profound human emotions, its Gothic atmosphere, and its challenge to societal norms, making it a classic work of literature that continues to captivate readers and scholars alike.